Scotland's official opposition, not the best of starts to its conference. Initial proceedings delayed because too few delegates had arrived. But once things did get underway, the message was clear. Scotland's new parliament could bring about an overall improvement in politics generally.
There is no room for Labour's Glasgow style of government or Paisley style politics. One of the first acts of the Scottish Parliament should be to bring in fair votes for local government, clear out the rotting stables.
And also a clear shift in policy. The party seems set to go into next year's Scottish parliamentary elections with a guarantee that it won't raise taxes in the short term. Fleshing out manifesto proposals ahead of those elections will dominate the conference.
Motorists could be charged for bringing their car into the capital by the turn of the century, and other cities may adopt the scheme too. Drivers also face being taxed on office parking spaces. These were among the measures discussed at a transport conference in Edinburgh today, which are being planned to try and discourage car use and persuade more people onto public transport. 5 Scottish teams are among the 12 teams of architects shortlisted to design the Scottish Parliament building at Holyrood. The public will see the final 3 or 4 designs when they're put on display in June, and the winner will be announced in July. The other shortlisted candidates come from architectural practices worldwide. That's all from the Reporting Scotland team this evening. Have a good weekend.
Good evening. With any luck, we should see some of this down on the Thames tomorrow afternoon in time for the University boat race. And if the sun does break through between Putney and Mortlake, the temperature could pop up to 17 Celsius, and that's 63 Fahrenheit. But varsity revellers might want to bear in mind that British summertime starts this weekend, so you'll have 1 hour less to recover during Saturday night. However, on the weather fronts, it's European convergence that we have to worry about, with this weather system coming up across the Bay of Biscay and this one moving in off the Atlantic and joining forces in time for Sunday. In fact, we'll see some drizzly rain getting into the Hebrides overnight tonight. Perhaps even a few rumbles of thunder will be heard in the Channel Islands as this wet weather starts to fringe up towards Devon and Cornwall. But it is going to be another very mild night. No worries for frost for gardeners. No lower than 6 Celsius temperatures tonight. And then tomorrow, well, this wet weather will continue to track northwards across Wales, eventually pushing up into northern England later on in the day, by which time it'll be running into that rain moving in off the Atlantic, around the border regions and across into Northern Ireland, with that rain getting into central parts of Scotland during the day. But in this southeastern corner, I think we'll see some fine and dry weather, and as I suggested for the boat race, perhaps top temperatures of 17 degrees. Saturday night we'll continue to see a lot of cloud and outbreaks of rain up through the Irish Sea and across Scotland, but where there are any breaks in the cloud further east, there could be quite a lot of fog around, and that might take a wee while to clear away on Sunday morning. But again, another very mild night Saturday night. On Sunday then, that low pressure area gets a little bit closer. It'll continue to feed cloud and rain across northern and western parts of the British Isles. Some more heavy bursts of rain moving up through the Irish Sea. Perhaps some of that rain beginning to move in towards the Midlands later on in the day, but before it arrives, if there are any decent breaks in the cloud, we could see top temperatures of 18 Celsius. And that's your weekend weather. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Forgive me, love, if I forsook you. I was mistaken.
I'm a priest.
Be a priest.
But what cannot be?
You couldn't have chosen a better man.
Love must be endured. Love tears I'll be till the day I'm dying.
Ballykiss Angel, Sunday at 8 on BBC1.
Everything's different now.
There's coverage of the first day of the Scottish Liberal Democrats Party conference from Inverness in Conference 98 Highlights at 10:50 on BBC1 Scotland.
Forgive me for asking.
I'm going to Greece for the sex.
Didn't you used to be Shirley Valentine?
Sex for breakfast. What's my father have to say about it? Sex for dinner.
I always have my tea at 6 o'clock.
Sex for tea.
What are you playing at?
And sex for supper.
You've never been abroad before.
It's just that I've got this soft little dream about sitting at a table by the edge of the sea.
I make your dream come true.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't know what you're doing.
You kiss me stretch mark.
Shirley Valentine.
I think you're marvellous.
Tonight at 11:20 on BBC1.
BBC Scotland continues its 75th anniversary celebrations as Doogie Vipond romps through Scotland's rocking past.